All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Ryan. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's Getsonu. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 55 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Yellow. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And some space here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On 3rd down, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And boy, got a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Shoot, and they go 48.
Second down, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Cousins now. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on third.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll run with Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They get it to him running left. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Let's go!
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral.
Julio Jones all alone. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Cousins now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He's airing. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Hey, let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sheldon Richardson able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. And he's going to go down again. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
This complete to Jones. Given 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run it with Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here comes Sherrills. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked,
and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards.
Hey, Usher! Yellow!
From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, Cook. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing is Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to get it running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So out come the Falcons now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Get up!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Left. 22. Wait.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Terrell McClain. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And now running right through it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
So that'll back him up 5. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Bosher to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins, buying time to his left. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Cousins on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ron Parker. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Hey, South.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him well behind the of scrimmage. Gosh, it's a loss of 17, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Sherrills. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. Room here to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. He's going to get it running right. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
4th down. Here's Ryan. The tight end Hooper. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. 1st down. Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw is Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action now. Cousins. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Shedding the tackle. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right.